How to open cash flow. There is a lot of information on the internet on how to open cash flow. For some it works, for others it doesn't. Why is that? Poverty is only in our heads. Like everything in this world, money is also energy. The ability to focus energy on the desired aspect leads to success. It's important to focus, not get hung up. What's the difference? When we get hung up, we lose a lot of energy on worries and temporary frustrations that give rise to doubts. And these are low vibrations of destructive energy. Even the smallest of such vibrations destroys the flow of the flow, and you have to retune to the desired wave. When deciding to get rich, you need to tune into the wave of wealth and go with the flow. Our environment influences our reality. This is also important to know. No matter how much you set yourself up for positivity, do affirmations, listen to music to open the doors to wealth, people vibrating at low frequencies, having access to your energy field, will infect you again and again with their negativity and doubts. Why is it advised not to share your plans until there are no real results? Because when we tell someone about ideas that have come to us, the spark of the idea has not yet gained enough energy to shine. It is easy to repay. How often it happens when people close to us do not support us, make fun of us with friends, condemn, discuss. And that's it, that's enough, it's all gone. Thus, from one variant of events with the fulfillment of our desires, we move to another variant of events with an unsuccessful result. It's not the evil eye, it's the dissipation of energy. You can and should talk about your plans only to those people who understand you, can help you achieve what you want, support and approve. It is this environment that will complement the vibration waves that you are missing, raise you to the desired frequency. Let me remind you that the energy is always the same, it is not divided into monetary or sexual. We ourselves give it direction. The energy of love and money are one and the same. When we are in love and loved, we succeed. Why? Because we get the hormone of joy. And it vibrates at a very high frequency. Therefore, I want to fly and create. It is possible to achieve an inner state of love by accepting oneself and the world. This will lead to harmony. And in a harmonious world, everything is in abundance. How to meet true love? I wrote down this question as it is asked. But, after all, love is always real. When we fall in love, it always seems to us that this partner is the same, but time passes, and we are disappointed in our choice. Therefore, the question itself sounds ridiculous. Perhaps you need to ask like this: how can I not make a mistake in choosing? Like everything around, the energy of love vibrates at a certain frequency. At a certain point, the vibrations of two people coincide and attract each other and connect into one funnel. And everything is wonderful until an indefinite time. Some have longer, some less. What is going on? We are in constant motion, we rotate in different circles, constant energy currents pass through us, and, over time, our energy component changes. Strong vibrations, what we attach more importance to, are amplified, and weak vibrations, something that is not very important, disappear. Since initially, we are all different, the changes in the energy composition occur in different ways. Therefore, the more people have in common, the longer they move in the same direction. In order to meet the right partner for you, you need, first of all, to possess the qualities that you prescribe in his characteristics. For example, you make a request for a caring man, and your loved ones complain about the lack of your care. You want to meet generous, but you save yourself. You want to be accepted as you are, but you yourself are not ready to accept another person as he is. And so on. We are faced with unsuccessful relationship experiences until we discover and accept those qualities in ourselves that we think are not acceptable to us. And, therefore, we mistakenly believe that we do not possess them. Look at your partner as your reflection, mirror effect. Or perhaps you're denying something too much. You do not like drinking, smoking, walking, and you, precisely, come across. In this case, you attach too much importance to these qualities of a person, attract the corresponding vibrations. Remember, you don't need to think and talk about what you don't want. It is always necessary to talk and think about what you want and imagine what you already have. When it goes to the sensual plane, it means that you have picked up the wave of the corresponding vibrations, and soon the desired will come true. How to hear your inner voice and make the right decision? The simplest answer is, the inner voice is our intuition. It always tells us the right solution, but we give preference to reason. Reason is based on the rationality of experience. It filters all the pros and cons based on standard templates: good, bad, logical, not logical, right, wrong, and so on. These are teachings that help us here on Earth, more or less, peacefully coexist and interact with society. By choosing the option of rationality, we thereby live according to the scenario launched by the system and, of course, our behavior fits into its framework. Imagine what it would be like if you listened to your heart. Perhaps many would not like your act. You were not understood, condemned, criticized. Not pleasant, but no more. This is a temporary phenomenon. You made the right decision. You went beyond the limits of this world, and the doors of new possibilities opened before you, with new characters who are just like you. You have moved to another reality, where you are not judged, not insulted. You are understood and accepted. You are satisfied and happy. In order to hear your inner voice, which quietly makes its way through the mental dialogues of rationality, you need to stop these voices in your head and listen to your heart. How to regain the desire to live? An incentive is needed. But, in a state of depression, it is not so easy to find an incentive, because nothing brings joy. Then, you need to set yourself such a task as to find the strength in yourself in order to find the stimulus of your life. What usually leads us to this state? Disappointment in life. Everything that has been done up to this point does not make sense now. You may have noticed that such a state visits you with a certain frequency. One cycle ends and another round begins. Energy moves in a spiral. This moment always creates inconvenience. We become the most sensitive. The best thing we can do during this period is to relax and wait it out. This is the best time to rethink your values of life. The past must be let go. The present prepares new pleasant surprises. You just need to wait, trusting and knowing that there are great opportunities ahead. We drive ourselves into the trap of the mind, making sure that there is nowhere to wait for help. Relentless self-belief and knowledge will help open the right door. Doubts and self-pity destroy hopes. There is no need to wait for help from anyone. She will come at the right time. There are no hopeless situations. Suffering and hiding from the world, nothing will change, and if the sun shines through the window, you will not notice it. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Make a decision to move on. Dream about how you would like to live. Set a goal for each day and fulfill it. Wean yourself from excuses and excuses. Don't wait for help from someone, do it yourself. Realize that your tragedy of unjustified expectations is just a temporary crisis, a nuisance, nothing more. Everything will pass. Everything will pass when you stop constantly waiting for something and from someone. Take responsibility for your life. Change the way you think, the way you perceive events will change. There is no need to lament. Why do I need all this? What did I do? Everyone, at one time, goes through a painful experience. You are no exception. Everyone copes differently. Some are better, some are worse. It is useless to suffer, blame, get angry. You need to move on. There is simply no other. It is up to you to choose whether to live in suffering or to accept and find peace and harmony.